Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today it is with great pride that I am unboxing Yamaha's brand new flagship integrated amplifier, their AS3200. This long anticipated amplifier is beautiful. There is attention to detail in every element of this amplifier. Circuit topography, amplification stages, inputs and outputs, the isolation feet, the dampening underneath the power transformer, everything is utterly perfect. It's 100 watts times 2, so two channel obviously, clearly, but they delineated it as 100 watts times 2 because of its dual mono design. It has massive block capacitors to feed amplification right through all of the tolerances. It's got a moving magnet and moving coil phono preamp on board. It's got analog inputs. It's got input selections that has it's lovely. It's also extremely heavy, which is one of the reasons that it has, as you see with many of Yamaha's bigger products, these packing bands. Unfortunately, it's so heavy that at some stage during the transit, whether it be storage and shipping here, one of them snapped. That happens, but we will see with the care and attention of the packaging inside that no ill effects. So, first thing we're going to do is have a quick look. It's a big box, implying of course the size of the product that's inside. We've got model and information on both sides. Serial number and a scan code on one end, and it's delineating the fact that this is black with piano black sides. Again, emulation of the model. Okay, and colour, and yeah, let's have a look. So opening these bands is really straightforward. A simple nick, and then get rid of that. Now the box, the lid slides off. This is a departure to most of Yamaha amplifiers. Okay. And we see inside a beautiful inner carton. Now this starts to give you an implication of the class and quality of the product that's inside. You'll see a beautiful photograph of the amplifier, and it's silver black with the illumination of the VU meters. Just a Yamaha logo, another photograph, and this one is taped closed. Opening it at this point is very straightforward. Now on the top we've got some AAA batteries for the remote control. We've got a New Zealand IEC power cord. This is a 2-pin and there's no earth. And we've got the Yamaha remote. Now that's taped in place, so again just simple little nicks. We'll get that out of there. The remote has a lovely look and feel to it. It's a good weight out of the box. It's covered with one of those protective sort of plastic layers to ensure that the sort of aluminium look front isn't scratched. It's got the ability to select all of the main inputs of the unit, as well as the basic control over a matched CD player. Most importantly, front and centre, right there are the volume controls, so all of the main everyday things are well thought of. Being a very heavy amplifier, the next layer is actually a closed cell foam. This is giving it a lot more life and longevity should it be given a rough time in transit. Drilling in, we see a cardboard sleeve to hold in place Yamaha's user manual. It's multilingual, and it has warranty documentation and some other information as far as Yamaha's website and the supporting people in Australasia. Okay, then just a quick look. Now the amplifier itself, of course, is covered with that classic bubble paper, so I'll just lift it out. With the bubble paper, it's very straightforward to open it. With anything at this level, we're taking a moment to actually remove the sellotape entirely. There's 2 pieces of sellotape on the top and 2 on each end, folding beautifully in place, or holding beautifully in place, the folded bubble paper. Rid of that tape. Now, as I carefully sort of fold this open, unveiling this amplifier, I guess, for the first time, just look at that. It's beautiful. Actually lifting that up. Right, so, first look and feel. It's a weighty, weighty beast. Lovely from all sides. Let's have a quick look as I spin it around. Please hang around for the close-up photographs where you'll get an understanding of just how beautiful this product is. Lifting it forward, you'll see how deep the unit is and the ventilation in its extruded aluminium lid. Protecting in transit tape over the main power switch, tape over the phono input selector, and tape over the mute button as well. Okay, now the front. Firstly, again as we've implied, we've got the front on and off switch. We've got front and centre the massive VU meters. These can be illuminated from the rear if you choose. You've got a trim associated with the headphones. Now the headphone socket, by the way, is a completely new circuit design. Like, it's not just some little add-on. It's a wonderful headphone output. It's very well thought out. We have the ability to select A and B speakers or turn them off, along with selecting both for the purposes of running 2 or a bi-amp mode. You have here the ability to select what these VU meters will display, and your bass, treble and balance selectors. It's worth noting with anything at this level, when all of these are in a neutral position or straight up and down, you hear a momentary click in the relays as the automatic bypass circuit is added, simplifying the circuit to ensure, again, it's a sound as good as it possibly can. You've got an elaborate input and output selector here. All of the main inputs are easily identifiable and are illuminated with a small LED to indicate which one you have selected. It features a main input for the purposes of a theatre bypass. Again, beside that is the moving magnet, moving coil selector and the mute. Now that mute is a toggle, and the motor-driven volume control ramps down and ramps up depending on what you are doing. The volume control itself has a lovely look and feel. It's a traditional analog volume control, so it has a stop point. It's fully balanced in the circuit for the volume control, and the total harmonic distortion and other things like that tells us how beautiful all of this is from a quality perspective. Looking at its side again, we get to see its depth, and we get to see a hint of the finish, the fit-in finish that they've chosen with this product. It's at the rear that things really start to get sort of a little bit more grunty, and please, you know, if you hear me puffing away, this thing is big, it is heavy, and it's beautiful. So rocking it up so we can see that. Firstly, we'll see the massive binding posts. These are steel. They have a little slip in them to ensure if you're using a spade you can tighten them up perfectly. And again delineated with A and B. Emulated on each side, left and right. Directly above that we've got the phono input. Now the phono input, these are milled RCA sockets, so as you push on an RCA it tightens its grip of it, so that's wonderful to see. And again, this Flagship design it's brilliant to see. I mean, this isn't the cheapest product in the world, but it is one of the best for the price. And the little things like this is what Yamaha is doing really, really well, to add value, to add quality of signal in to this amplifier to ensure, of course, the quality out is as good as it can be as well. Beneath the phono stage we've got a single tuner and CD input. These are single-ended RCA inputs. Beside those we've got the two balanced, marked balanced 1 and 2. Beneath those we've got the ability to change the configuration of those for the phase of the balanced, and the ability to change the bias associated with them as well. You've got the auto standby circuit for power saving, and then a couple of line inputs marked line 1 and line 2. Line 2 also has an output. Then you've got the main pre-out and main in for the purposes of a external power amplifier, or the use of this as a preamp into something much larger. And then of course in the middle we have its IEC socket. Tilting this back again for a moment, just glancing, and again hang around for some photographs. You see how central the power transformer and control elements are, with the amplification either side and heat sinks on the sides. So there we have it. Yamaha's brand new flagship integrated amplifier, their AS3200 3200, unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.